If you're thinking of selling or buying a home in Calgary, you need to hear this. February 2025 just brought some major shift in the housing market. More homes, fewer sales, and price changes across the different areas. But what does this mean for you? Stay with me for the next 5 minutes and I will break it down in the simplest way possible. No complicated real estate talks, just straight facts. What does they mean for you for your next move? Let's talk about the overall market. The biggest news, there are way more homes for sale now. Inventories jumped by 76% compared to the last year. That means more choices for the buyers and less pressure to rush into a deal. Now, sales did slow down about 19% lower than the last February. But don't panic, sales are still above the historical averages, which means people are still buying, just not at the last year's crazy speed. This shift is moving us away from a super strong seller's market to a more balanced one. So if you are a buyer, you might have more negotiating power. If you are a seller, it is time to price smartly. Gone are the days of multiple and crazy offer on every home. Now let's talk numbers. The average price of a home in Calgary right now is $587,600. That's up by 1% from last year. So prices are still rising, but at a slower rate. But here is where it gets interesting. Prices are not going up everywhere. Some areas like city center and north saw price decrease. Meanwhile, East District saw a biggest increase, about 3%. So depending on where you are looking, you could find a better deals or see prices still climbing. Now let's break it down by home type because not all properties are reacting the same way. First, detached homes, single family houses. Sales dropped by 20%. Inventories are up by 61%. More options for the buyers. If you are a buyer, this means less competition. If you are a seller, be ready for fewer offers than last year. Second, semi-detached duplex. Price dropped by 14%. Inventories are up by 46%. Here is something interesting. If you are looking in the northwest, there is barely any inventory. But if you are in the east, there is an oversupply, meaning prices might soften there soon. Third, townhouses, row homes. Sales down by 9% but still above historical averages. Townhomes are still a great option as affordability. If you are a first-time buyer, you could get on a better deal. Fourth, apartment, condos. Sales down by 26% but still above all long-term trends. Inventories are up by 90%. If you are looking for an apartment, now is the time to start negotiating. There are more units than ever before and prices are not jumping as fast anymore. If we look at the surrounding areas, then Edry, there is more inventory. Sales are down by 9%. In Cochrane, sales and listings are up. Prices are up by 5%. Now, if you are considering moving just outside Calgary, Cochrane seems to be growing fast, while Okotoks has still tight market. Things to remember for buyers: more inventory, more choices, less competition, better negotiating power. Prices are stabilizing, but don't expect a major discount yet. Things to remember for sellers: homes are selling, just slower speed. Price smartly. Overpricing will leave your home in the market for a longer time. Detached homes and condos are facing more competition, so be flexible.